afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything amazing Propagandacast. We are host and Pearl Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, your only sanctioned source of community entertainment. All theatre 1 vs 1 on Kholodny Ferma. In the West, it is pineapple, the fruit dude, the only dude completely made out of fruit, or so the rumours say. Fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, taking on the role here of the Sperrverbande von Sauken. In the East, it is Artyom, 89, fighting for the Red Army, Socialism, Comrade Stalin, and the 11th Mechanized Corps. We got German infantry, we got Jaeger infantry, we got mechanized assault here with Panzerfaust, Panzergrenadier, and machine gun bulletins versus armored assault tactics, opening up for T-35s, radio intercept, vehicle crew repair training, IL-2 Sturmweg attacks, and the IS-2 heavy tank with infantry, penal trooper, and conscript bulletins as well for slightly faster training there. Though Artyom has a particular playstyle. He likes to go for a lot of scout cars and penal troopers in the early game and just try and rush down the opponent. He is very much an aggressive chap. Pioneers moving about here in the West for Pioneer. We're going to use MD42, of course, have to see how he takes on this challenge. Scout car on the way there for Artyom, 89. His Strafniki already mobilized, ready to fight the fascists. The SVT-40 is ready in hand. Engineers taking south to the fuel pond there. Sandbags in the centre here for Pineapple, perhaps unsuspecting as to what's coming his way. More Grenadiers on the way there for Pineapple. Seizing the southern point there. There we go. M3A1 scout car there for Artyom. Pioneers going here with her about wide there, grabbing the northern nations, almost got the fuel pond there, saying just got ready for Pineapple. Of course, Artyom is aware of this thanks to radio intercept. Since, of course, he's not paying attention, he will be aware of Pineapple there. Note the capping order there. And second penal trooper squad there, almost done for Artyom. He's going to pop in there, and then he's going to get aggressive imagine here versus Pineapple. Popping in the engineers, not the penal troopers. So I'm like penal troops early on, since they do pack their punch and they stay in the engineers. Though of course it's really when you get flamethrowers in the engineers, you really want them in the scout car. But so far Artyom is taking slightly more casual there. Meanwhile, Pineapple's going the offensive here, perhaps knowing of course what Artyom's up to, is going to try and disrupt his game and push out in the scout front, try to force Artyom into some engagements that may not favour him, but he can. More Grenadiers weather for Pineapple. MD42 Grenadiers ready. He may want to slightly advance further, or he could consider laying down some telemines if he had the munitions for it. Second scout on the way there for Artyom and the Red Army, and there goes shots fired. First engagement here at the 2 minute, almost 3 minute mark here. Scout car rushing upwards, still no flamethrowers there ready for Artyom. And third gunner reading southwards here for Pineapple. Scout car flanking about here, outmaneuvering Pineapple stronghold here by the church, not a bad idea. Or maybe trying to bait him out from it. We'll have to see, of course, how Pineapple reacts to this challenge, this affront. It's good German sensibilities. Second scout car there ready for Artyom and the Red Army, considering quick flamethrowers on the engineers. In fact, there we go. Pops out, partly just to repair the damage done there. But of course, also just to upgrade the flames. Of course, it does need to be in the outside of the scout car to upgrade, just in case someone's wondering. You don't have to be there, but it's just there to fix it out. Penal troops probably to the second scout, because there you go. Artyom's about to launch a motorized assault here on Pineapple's positions. Note the way he's attacking from numerous directions. There you go. Flame for Raiders going to make it hard here for the MD4 to remain in the building. Panzerfaust off there, gunners popping out, engaging the Grenadiers there. Scout car burnt with flamethrowers burning through there. Penal are being suppressed, but the Grenadiers closing wide out here. Pineapple needs to retreat, also to the MD4 out there. Hard push here by Artyom with motorized, menacing tactics. MD4 about to get wiped out. The Grenadiers caught wiped out. A brutal punishing assault here for Pineapple, who clearly played too defensively and too, I think, laid back here versus Artyom, and he got punished very hard. You definitely want to be cautious about digging in too hard there with buildings against the opponent like Artyom, who again uses the scout cars, the flamethrowers quite aggressively. We got 3 Grenadiers. He did go for another unit there before he lost the other one there, because he needs to retreat as well there. So again, basically just carried by sheer momentum. He broke through Pineapple's lines with true, I think, relying on this point. No telemines as well, further made it easier for Artyom to push through. And if you know your opponent's going to go hard on the scout cars, laying down some telemines at the right points can be quite effective. 9 engineers squad there on the way for Artyom. Going for the car point. Penal troops popping into the scout car. Having stoppers of the Grenadiers. Troops setting out there for Pineapple. M14 in the northwards there for him. Whatever see, of course, what he goes for. German infantry supposed to cut me indeed. So could Jaeger infantry. Mechanized assault, perhaps not as much. I suppose not entirely possible. It can possibly want to try and turn the fight against his opponent that way. Though of course they could also just go for German. The Panthers and the Scout car here. Of course, only it's going to help to get out of this since the Grenadiers still can't fight the Flamethrower Engineer squad and the Scout car on its own negative cover. And lastly, I mean, he's just basically slowing down. The Scout car and Archim can quickly fix up the damage up north here. Punions with the Grenadiers. Pioneers, MD42 following up here for Pan. Of course, try to reconnect his fuel. Of course, would have been rendered neutral. Archim for now in the lead here versus Pineapple. Pushing north first, MD42 moving up here. Tech up there, he probably wants to get out 2-2s fast here versus Archim to counter the Scout cars, but pushing the penal troops. We've got one on the way there. Plus, we've got mines here for Archim, obviously to deal with any potential mines here from Pineapple. And we may also see him actually preemptively going for anti-tank rifles, since obviously, again, one of the other camps, of course, besides Telemines, is of course the 2-2. And so having anti-tank rods already there is going to be a pretty good idea there for Archim. Though, of course, he may not go right for it, but it's certainly something that could happen. Back here, troops reinforcing for Pineapple. Definitely needs to like to make enough with those 2-2s out soon. Machine they're being hit again by the Scout car. Archim, of course, displaying incredible aggression and just pressure here on Pineapple. Pineapple so far trying to just deal with it. Archim retains initiative, and he's definitely not giving it over to his opponent anytime soon there. Like to make an nice company build up here for Pineapple. Those Pioneers are incredibly low in numbers, so he has to reinforce them at the same time. Pioneers just been brutally beaten here in the early game, but Archim who's just laid in hard and punished Pineapple again for seemingly getting a bit too laid back there versus him. Troops are reinforcing. Medics on the way there. Like to make a nice company almost done. Heading out again to counter towards here. Scout cars falling back. Obviously not great on the defensive versus a well-concerted attack. Anti-tank rifles ready. Again, we can see that he is clearly expecting Pineapple to go for 2-2s to counter his M3A1s. And of course, preparation as penal troopers and engineers as well. So all clear by having the anti-tank rifles ready. He is preempting this and making it harder again for Palm just to hit home back hard with a pair of 2-2s, which again would be the one of the more aggressive counters to the M3A1 penal trooper build. Popping into the building there, heading from the northern fuel point again. 2-2 on the way there for Pineapple and the German army. Back here, troops reinforcing. Got medics up there for Archim. Heading south with a few troops. The Pioneers will grab territory there. Could consider laying down some telemines. There we go. Very good. Very good. Means we just rush down the Scout car there on its own. He's going to get hit by a telemine, possibly, which of course could be of great help there to Pineapple. We can just bait in a Scout car like that. 2-2 almost down there for Pineapple. And he's moving about. Of course, going for the telemine there does mean he lacks the munitions immediately to panzerfaust the Scout cars. In other ways, he is a bit vulnerable. Of course, as long as he gets the munitions back, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. And there go to the trot. Of course, Archim is well aware. In fact, he is now committed to 2 sets of anti-tank rifles there. So again, it's going to be much harder here for Pineapple to use the Scout car freely. And it's going to certainly be a bit more cautious about how he maneuvers it versus Archim. Otherwise, he could very quickly render it into scrap. So yeah, Pineapple certainly being a bit more cautious about his moves, since again, like Archim can hit him very hard. But the Scout car, he is again a very mobile, aggressive player in that sense. 2 drilling northward sea, Pim's moving out on the Grenadiers. 2 moving up, of course, need to be careful of the anti-tank rifles. And he's moving up here, could try and sneak out and hit with a rifle grenade from an angle where Archim doesn't expect it. Could possibly work out here versus Archim and the Red Army, the 11th Mechanized Corps. Tank Command up here with the Engineers, and it's going to probably pop them back in and rush ahead here versus Pineapple. Seizing the southern victory point there. We got 486 for 398. Archim a bit slow on the victory points, hasn't got the centre one either. And there we go to helping out the penal troops. In fact, he's going for trip ones, and he's also rushing out a T-70 here. So obviously this is why he's going for all these anti-tank rifles. I mean, obviously even with the anti-tank rifles, they still fight nicely versus infantry, but obviously he's really expecting now the Scout cars and the T-70 to do most of the anti-infantry work, with the penal troops just basically dealing with any vehicles and potential armour down the road if the fight goes on for that long. Seizing the southern point here, Scout cars on the move there for him, and of course with the mines leading the way, he's also in this case now safe from any telemine surprises. So obviously Archim's very much a person who is really just devoted himself to these types of strategies. Like, he probably has thought this more than most others. Of course, in some ways it does mean he's a bit of a one-trick pony, but he knows this one trick really well. Drilling southwards here, troops reinforcing healing, Grenadiers punches sitting out there. Of course, with no penal troops in them, the troops can go in and do some damage here versus Archim. In this regard, Archim, of course, has slightly made a tactical error of judgment, but of course, he's got the T-70 in there, so it's probably not going to last too long either. They're even getting rid of one M3A1 Should help Pineapple out just a bit, though. Even then, with the T-70 out, Pineapple's still got a lot to worry about. He's going to need a Pack 40 here. Otherwise, hold back Artyom and the Red Army. We got more engineers to Artyom. Got these panzers moving forward here. Assailing the building there with the anti-tank pieces was in it. MD-42 planning covering fire there. He's close to the Pack 40, but still some time away here. As Artyom, of course, is likely going to hit him soon with the T-70 light tank. In fact, he isn't. He may, of course, be thinking his opponent already has one. He may be worried about other telemines. Either way, that's a bit of good luck there for Pineapple, because if Artyom were to drive in with the T-70 right now, Pineapple could be in trouble there from Artyom's T-70 light tank. Seizing the southern point here, mines up in fact in the exact same spot he cleared out the other one. That's a cheeky maneuver there. Cheeky maneuver. Almost got the southern point there. Gonna need something the penal troops inside the building. Ground the point here with the Panzer Grenadier. Back here, troops reinforcing for Artyom. Strafniki routed MD-42 moving up there. Back here we got Pioneers good to go for Pineapple. He can go for the Pack 40 now, and probably should. I mean, he could try and put 2-2s and bunch in them to counter the T-70, but with all the anti-tank penalties on the overall terrain of the map, probably not the best idea. So he's going to have to go for the Pack 40, and of course, even that's not going to be without its risk, since Artyom again is a very mobile, aggressive player. And depending on what he does, you can still like quickly swarm it with infantry and light vehicles. Like you'd go for a half-track, fill it up with anti-tank penal troopers, and just charges in alongside the T-70 and the other scout car, and possibly just overwhelm it. In the south, the scout car advancing. Pineapple here in the Speerverbande Sauken, holding up. Lining up for another push here, Mr. Artyom. Again, Grenadiers here, no upgrades for the Grenadiers at all here. Pack 40 right about done there for Pineapple. Of course, again, Artyom knows. Again, radio intercept just giving him a significant strategic advantage in that sense. We got a second T-70 on the way again. Artyom is a man of particular skills and tastes. Of course, it's not unique for solo players to go for double T-70s, but when you all consider what's already doing, he's just, again, he's a very aggressive player. He's very much the guy that just wants to kill you as fast as possible. No matter, like, the cost. He'll hit you hard, and he'll hope you just can't respond. Penals attack from the north here, trying to outmaneuver their Pineapple position. Again, Pineapple, oh, got an engineer score. That's pretty good there. In fact, since the mine screws, that makes telemines a bit good again. Though, of course, he still has to be careful about just getting too comfortable in one spot, as, again, Artyom has shown himself as being quite good at punishing that if he's not careful. There goes second, T-70 out, and of course, Pineapple doesn't know, since Pineapple doesn't get radio intercept. There's a need to retreat. Close getting wiped out here. Pioneer standing about here. Scout car lining up for one attack, T-70 from another line of attack, and then we got the third T-70 from a third line of attack here, so there we go. Artyom's going to make a big push here. Striking here at several angles there against Pineapple. Straight into this Pack 40 though. Could have used, I think, the speedy maneuver there, but I'll wait. Pack down. T-70 did not follow up. In fact, he's lining up the other T-70 going up northern push here. Seems like the assault hits didn't quite pan out the way he'd hoped for. At least it didn't quite get executed as well as it could have. So while he's got the T-70 maneuver, the Pack 40's already positioned. The Grenadiers are in trouble here. And either way, though, Artyom still has got a ton of momentum versus Pineapple with the double T-70s. Of course, the longer this goes on and Artyom isn't killing him, while at the same time committing to a lot of light vehicles, the more time the Pineapple does seem to get to take out and push for medium armor, at which point Artyom could find himself in trouble, since the T-70s, all that, may struggle quite a bit there. Well, will struggle quite a bit versus the Panzer IV Ostwinds. And there you go. Pineapple's in fact taking up, probably realizing at this point his best bet is just to get out medium armor before Artyom hits him really, really hard with more T-70s, or even goes for medium armor himself. Of course, it's still going to be difficult for Pineapple to get there, but that's how things go sometimes. Back here, troops reinforcing. Once more fuel being denied here by Artyom and the Red Army. Double T's from the enjoying the shape. Well, one of them is enjoying the other shape. The other's just going like, come on, Petrov. It's hot out here. Let me have a spot too. And Artyom is committing to a triple T-70. Something that is not very commonly seen. Clearing out lines of fire here with the satchel charges. A bit of high explosive gardening. Crazy Ivan's crazy gardening. If you don't like it, we'll remove it. Triple T-70 there, right about done for Artyom. With Pension Protection Pack, Pineapple's got quite a challenge ahead of him, since again, triple T-70s can do a lot of damage to infantry and support weapons, depending on Artyom attacks with it. Panzer's sneak up. They might actually be able to get an ambush on the T-70s briefly and just do some heavy damage. Plus, inside the building, the T's going to have a hard time, though. At the same time, the building is not that safe against double T-70s. You can see that it is already suffering significant structural damage. Plus, the flamethrower team makes this even more hazardous. In fact, he's close to losing the Panzer Jaegers. In fact, he's about to lose them, which would be not very good here for Pineapple, to put it very mildly. Panzerfaust and the T-70 light tank down the engine, pack 40 moving up, the MG42 has to hold up. You got Incendiary pitching our to deal with infantry head on. There's still a significant gap there. And the south is pushing through there, trying to exploit the Artyom's heavy folks in the north. And we got the Sapoma crop there. He will probably have to rush out Stub maybe on Ostwind here versus Artyom. They could try and hold up for the Panther 4, though obviously that one's going to be a bit risky. Oh wait, Artyom had to work here fixing up his triple T-70s. Going for more penal troopers here, more Strafnicki versus Pineapple. Got more use of flamethrowers. In fact, he's got no mine sweepers. He doesn't care about mines anymore. He's got triple flamethrowers, triple penal troopers, triple T-70s. Clearly, the number 3 is Artyom's favourite number. Seizing the southern point here, hitting our mine in the process though. More punts are going to be there for Pineapple. Panzer Strike team moving up to get there. Got the T-70 platoon there sending out. And we got an S-26M backing it all up. Wow, Artyom is just heavily committed to the tank command in a way you rarely see serb players ever do. And there you go, swarming south as the penal from the T-70. Those going to need to retreat. Actually, it's too late now, I think. That is too late there for Pineapple, unfortunately. There is no way they make it back home. They were thrown to the wolves there by Pineapple. A cruel command. And there we go. Got the S-6M. Doubling his artillery there if he needs it. But of course, also just helping with any armour that Pineapple may go for. At least briefly alongside all the anti-tank rifles. Could again go for the Stug. Could go for the Ostwind. He could go for the Panther 4. But he definitely needs to go for something soon. Can't afford to, I think, sit out on that one for too long. And in trying to start for target here, I think would be close to suicidal. To put it mildly. Engineers got the Panzer's ready as well to deal with the ultra more assault. I've also deal with the vehicles. They go. Wipes the engineers. They could grab the flamethrower. Good work there by Pineapple. Mission 6 hanging back here. Got the triple T-70s just also waiting for the order to charge at the fascists. MG42 popping into the building there. Could go for the Ostwind. Of course, we may be planning here the Panzerkampfwagen 4. Then when Mission 6 out, he may want to consider the Stug. But oh, we got an assault here. Penal troopers T-70s. He's moving in there. Pack 4 and hit there. There we go. The assault is on. T-70 number 1 goes down. Other T-70 racing past it. Other T-70 following up. Mission 6 on the body here. The Pack 40 as well. Troops moving up. They're clearing out the machine gun. T-70s under heavy fire. No additional Pantrax. The Pantrax being pushed back. Pack 40 being opened. We got an Ostwind on the way here for Pineapple. Troops continue to push up through the south here. Pack 40 getting hammered. Panzer Jaegers about to get wiped. Let's get sandwiched between the two T-70s. And they're down. No Pantrax dropped. Pack 40 about to get wiped out. Ostwind on the way here. Ground the northern points. Meanwhile, the Prog wants to keep some Grenadiers close to the Pack 40 and the rest, in which case you might be able to take out one more T-70. Good lord. Heavy casualties. He's only 2 Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers got the Pioneers while he's getting the Ostwind. Still, those are some significant casualties, while his opponent still has 4 penal troopers, 2 engineers, double T-70s and F-670s. He's about to lose his other Panzer Grenadier squad as well. The carnage is unending, unrelenting, brutal. Flak Panzer arriving, hoping to tear through Artyom's vehicles. And there you go, Panzerfaust takes out a T-70 light tank here. I think. Was that it? Or maybe something else, I don't know. Might have been a mine that went off. Oh wait, it was gone. Kaput. I want to get hit by friendly fire. But either way, it's dead. Now the T-70 left Artyom as the Flak Panzer moves ahead. He's clearly not too worried about that. They actually got a tiller mine there, so yeah, probably a tiller mine that took it out. They only got mining work there by Pineapple. Moving back there with Flak Panzer. Catching the penal troops in the negative cover out on their own. Good work there. Almost getting a wipe there. Looks like Artyom is not paying attention. Indeed, he is not. A wipe there in Artyom. Decent northwards. About to hit the tiller mine there. Oh, Flak Panzer, careful, of course, that penal troop, they're covering up another path. They're going to be wiped out as well. Pineapple and the Sperrverband here is taking incredible casualty here from Archim still, though they are doing some damage there. Could they hit the Telemann here? He's still got barely map control there. Archim's got a significant victory point lead here over Pineapple. T sending northwards there. Panzer goes in moving ahead. We got Pumas up in the building. Flak Panzer with 4 kills. Barely anything that is German on the map. It is pretty much all the red. And we got more T-70s. Archim is just flooding out with the T-70s. You could be taking up here, but Archim is a true believer in light armor. In numbers. Flak Panzer there almost good to go once more here for Pineapple. He may want to back it up with the Sturmgeschütz here. Versus Archim and the Red Army. In the south, Vietnamese carrying points going to be in there as well. Not great jet form. Another pack 4 there for Pineapple to deal with all the armor and vehicles that Archim has just managed to put on the field here. Flak Panzer's good to go. And there you go. Third T-70 out here once more. Got a wipe here in the south. Good work there by Pineapple. Archim does have a slight flaw, which is his unit preservation suffers as the game goes on. Pursuing Nation 6 over the Pack 40 in the Osprey. Trying to take it out there, possibly, with a bit of aggression. Second Pack 40 ready here. Pumas are preventing any so immediate push through there. T-7 moving in and narrowly avoids here the Telemine. Will anyone actually set it off? T-70 rushing in against the Osman. Interesting move there by Archim. Perhaps moving up to take fire from the other. Two C-70s to move in here. Need to retreat them now. Pineapple. Rückzug. Flag pump being repaired again. The Iron Fist of Archim keeps the map tight under control here. I'm listening through the south here. What is he planning? Is he planning to ambush and then try and pack them down? From north here, Pumas are being dealt with by the Flag Punch that is still a slow work as then heavy cover. But there you go, cover vanishes as the wood crumbles under the unrelenting, unending flak fire there. Almost right at the Pumas troops. There you go, down they go, down to 3 squads there. Grenadiers push back, Pack 40 holding up here against the T-70s. T-70 6, they're just standing about. Need more units to repair his stuff. More punts are going to be there for Pineapple. Packs being pushed back to the other punts coming up. The plus the Flak Punter here. Oh dear. Took a heavy fusillade there. And Punter there I think could push up to flash out the Pumas so they can't get out. They can actually up the team try to crush the wire, but if he doesn't, he could actually have a chance of losing the Pumas. But there you go, getting them out. But close one there, close one there. Fresh Panzer Grenadiers out there for Pineapple. Flag Punch being repaired again. He really quick consider more Pioneers here. Units on watch, on hold. Back here troops reinforcing. We got 166 versus 398. Southern Victor Pawn there claimed by Pineapple. There we go. Telemann taking out the T-70. 6 gets away from that one unscathed. That is a suspiciously out of control tank. Oh no! We are out of control, Dimitri! Yes! We will no longer be able to participate in the war! How terrible! Heading northwards there, another machine gun down the way for Pineapple to help course control Archim's infantry. Hard to say what it's Archim's planning, but he definitely needs to replace his infantry losses. Versus Pineapple, we got another machine gun for Pineapple and the German army panzer pushing there for the center victory point. Up north point, them being seized. Flag Panzer good to go there for Pineapple. Seems like Archim is a bit indecisive. May not be. He's used to matches lasting this long. Who knows? Pack 40 setting up there. Got the MD-42 there ready for Pineapple and the German army. The Deutsche Army. Northern point being claimed by the Grenadiers. Got the Pumas troops there standing ready. Issue 6. And we got a sniper and engineers now for Archim. Another switch in strategy as he finally decides how he wants to deal with this now with snipers to bleed out Pineapple. Pumas have been caught here with the Punch Grenadiers and the Pioneer. Need to treat those soon, I think. There's that amount of firepower. The Pumas then to tank rifles will fall rather short in the long run. And Issue 6 just watches the entire thing a bit detached there. You need to swing through the center here, but about to get hit with a Flak Punch if they're not careful. Could be a nice kill there for Pineapple, who still hasn't chosen a doctrine. He may want to choose something soon. Got the U6 falling back. The other 2 T-7s holding up as well. Counter the sniper apparently. Sturmgeschütz for Pineapple. No, counters that. Apparently he can't make up his mind either. No one can. Mines down there from Artyom. More penals are there for Artyom now instead of the snipers. Still no sign of tech, but it seems like he's setting up for something there. Yes, brought up more engineers, which is good. Yes, brought up those at least. Flak catching the engineers, reporting to Kholodny, getting hit by an assassin charge around the corner, and that's exactly what's happened there. Bit of a mistake there by Pineapple, an error in judgment. In fact, he gets awfully close to the pack crew. Thankfully, none of them gets blown to bits, but that was a really close one there. Guess he's setting up for Panther 4 here. Strafbad out there for Artyom. More anti-tank rifles. T-7's running in the south there. Lots of mines being laid down to help absorb any German assault. He's obviously expecting Pineapple to soon get aggressive versus him. And there you go. More penal troopers there for Artyom and the Dead Army. T-7 is on watch in the south here. Little armoured reserve there for Artyom and the 11th Mechanized Corps. More machine guns there for Pineapple to hold up any Soviet infantry. Of course, you shouldn't forget about the T-70s or the F-76M. They could quickly turn into a massive headache for him. Still no sign of tech. Might be saving up for an IS-2 here versus Pineapple now. And we got a fresh set of Panzer Jaegers there for Pineapple to help deal with the light vehicles and the other stuff. There you go, machine gun ready. Looks like we're going to see something here from the south. T-7 is lining up there, possibly. Bit of quality between the two sides. Artyom, other than so aggressive and just pressuring, is now falling into more cautious awaiting pattern, probably trying to probe out Pineapple's lines, and Pineapple, of course, still feels pressured, so he's not quite feeling ready to push out. But there goes Sniper on the way for Artyom. He's probably going to use it to clear up machine guns and put pressure on those in the anti-tank guns. And of course, bleed out Grenadiers. Basic switch to attritional play here. Panzer have been caught with the double T-70 to retreat immediately. Half the unit gone, the blink of an eye there for Pineapple, who's gone for Jaeger Infantry. I mean, Jaeger Command Squad could be helpful, and obviously at the right times do a close escort useful, but I think otherwise the rest of the doctrine is perhaps not quite applicable here versus Artyom, maybe. But oh well. We got the sniper out there for Artyom. Will he commit to double ones? And there you go, Jaeger Command Squad up, pushing Artyom, Pineapple into 5 infantry squads. And there you go, we got double snipers for Artyom. Changing tack entirely to just a war of brutal, unrelenting attrition here against Pineapple after the initial assault against the Sperrverband has faltered. He now switches a bit over, though of course he still has a lot of aggressive tools to just quickly exploit any opening the snipers can make here against Pineapple. Honestly, I feel like a mortar would be better just to lay down smoke machines than just break through the lines. I feel like that fit more like Artyom's initial playstyle, but it seems like Artyom has a thing against smoke. Commander Stalin insists smoking is bad. Really? I don't know, but I don't like it. It tastes bad. I don't think anyone smokes it for the taste of it. Trust me. Are you sure? Yes, well, I don't like it anyways. Another Panther 4 there on the way for Pineapple. Just reinforcing. More mines. Certainly very quiet here, with a bit of light skirmishing, but just waiting for hell to break loose again. We got the double snipers there ready here for Artyom and the 11th Mechanized Corps. 2 snipers at the ready, about to get busy here against Pineapple. Gonna need some moving line of fire, and there you go. Turns into a shooting gallery in the centre. The Grenadiers quickly fall back, having to leave one of their comrades behind, with a very large hole for his head. Punch there was the T-70. Punch was there with 2 kills. Close defense is 1, but probably need to retreat here. The South T-70's snipe back a bit more there. We got 112 versus 318. Of course, it could be simply that Artyom has decided to wait it out here. Rather than trying to keep up momentum, he's just going to try and stall out and bleed out Pineapple here, victory point. But the problem with that one, of course, it gives Pineapple more time to build up a force of his own, make a push, and possibly just, knock out Artyom that way. So I feel like Artyom may want to put more pressure, particularly since he's got so much fuel now floating. I feel like he is possibly in that sense again with his sudden defensive play making a bit of a mistake. Panther 1 almost got the snipers there, but managed to just sufficiently miss as not to get a single kill there. The Jaeger Command Squad pushing in. It could pop a smoke grenade against some of Artyom's stuff there. Go off against the penal troopers here. Shoots, get some damage when he needs to shoot the penal troopers. Panther 4 hold back for repairs already. Flak Panther on the north here. Quick to attack from the north here. I don't think Artyom's mined this area, so a good push from here could actually catch Artyom off guard. 100 points left for Panel. Back here between reinforcing. Building collapses under unrelenting soda fire from the F-6M. People being held up with a machine gun. Pinned down to the ground like insects. 12 kills on the Flak Panther. Panther's under repairs. He's only got one Pioneer squad to do it, and of course may want to consider another one. Flak Panther there breaking through and routing the Soviets there. Sniper setting out once more there for Artyom. And the 11th Mechanized of the Sperrverbande von Sauken holds up there. The Sperrverbande, by the way, was sort of like a Kampfgruppe, but it's just a much more defensive and typically also much more ad hoc, just formed out of was able to just like available just to sort of essentially ensure that the German commanders at the higher levels knew basically, okay, this is a defensive formation. I really can't rely on to do much offensively. So that's for example how they use stuff like that. Already got here the Mechanized Armor Company out going up, so there might just be an ISO as well here for Artyom, just ready to turn up the heat here against Pineapple. Pineapple probably hit like for the south here, the north center push could also happen, but a bit more risky in some ways. Actually, at the moment though, there's not a lot blocking it, so I think a sufficiently vigorous assault here from Pineapple could push through here. There you go, Pineapple away under heavy machine gun fire, Infantry pushing forwards. Ostman packs already here. He's clearly trying to press control of the map here now from Artyom. It's going to hit the center. Snipers there holding up things a bit, but question is it sufficient to really hold back Pineapple? Pineapple is not really, I feel like, attacking aggressive enough. There we go. T moving up, Panther moving in. Panther takes Pack 40, could take out the T-70 here. Almost got it. Panther moving southwards. Didn't quite get it. Penals moving up here. Flak Panther moving up. We got 12 kills on it. H-6 going to open there. Direct hit. Snipers also nearby. Pioneers, Panthers of the flamethrowers up here beneath the cover. The church is about to collapse. Flak Panther's down to half health already. Pineapple is attacking, but it's a rather slightly awkward assault here. Pack's opening up. He's probably doing the way he's doing it because he's obviously worried about telemines, and obviously that's a sensible word. Well, not telemines for regular mines either way. Of course, he's got mines for the Pioneers, so they could be part of the attack. Up north, Victor Point ceased here as he's focusing too heavily on the center. Needs to get a counter-attack out there soon. Artyom is not far off from the IS-2. He's got the fuel, he just needs the manpower. Panther southwards. But yeah, there's a lot of mines here. He's shooting in mines that we've figured might be ones, but that's exactly where Artyom is not mined this time around. There you go, gun's about to hit a mine. That's his flank around there, exploding a trash one. There you go, Panther hits a mine. Careless there by Pineapple, careless. T-Sling softly needs to shoot the grenadiers now. Almost getting a wipe out there. Pack sweeping up, but without any infantry, anything to punch to deal with the snipers. Could risk losing a Pack 40. Yup. One pack down, bit of mistake to Pineapple again here versus Artyom, and he's got really like a lot of room for mistakes. Now with 68 points left versus the 383, so he can't really afford many more mistakes, if any, really. Ambush machine gun, not bad, but out in the open, there's not really a lot to ambush yourself as. IS-2 heavy tank away for Artyom. There's going to be a bit of a chance there for Pineapple. Bit of a challenge. He's going to need more armor. Now the Panther could work out. Stoops will be a great pick here as the IS-2 heavy tank. And the IS-6. Machine gun there forced away. Snipers just continue to plank away any infantry support weapons here. Up north here, troops being murdered out. He looks like Artyom is not paying attention. Mine goes off in the grenadiers, but the Penals will quickly about to return, which will definitely more than make up for that mine being set off. And Units about IS-2 chunk for the center. There goes straight into the packs and Panzer grenadiers. Yeah, command squad there bravely crewing it all under heavy fire. Snipers, of course, bleeding away. They're quickly clearing out the pack crew. Artillery fire for the MH6 almost gets it. IS-2 that's taking intense damage. Panzer strike drop. Panzer fire from the Jaeger command squad, damaging the engine of the IS-2, and the Jaeger command squad goes down. An absolute slaughter in the center. We also got several Punitive squads down here now for Artyom. Panther going for deep flank. Heroically just trying to ignore the possibility of any mines here. And then decides to not push for anyways. Grab the northern victory upon them with the depleted grenadiers. Getting engineers hiding behind the hedgerows there. So what will Artyom do now, besides of course repairs IS-2 heavy tank? We've got self-repairs going on, the officers the front line, pack being crewed again, we've got the sniper ready to pick off anyone trying to do so. We've got 51 to 380, back here troops reinforcing for Pineapple. Pack's going up that Flag Panther there, striking hard at the snipers, trying to catch Artyom off guard, almost got one of the snipers, gets one, and now air support call in here, punishing Artyom for no anti-aircraft support here. The Luftwaffe strikes, and there you go, with the pack falter doing damage, the Aviation-6 likely is gonna explode. Yes, munitions cooked off as 30mm cannons punch through the armor as if those aluminum foil. So that actually means Artyom now has less counters here for Pineapple's armor. Army's forces down to deplete again, hitting the northern point with double penal troopers. Gonna need to launch a counterattack to deal with that. And of course, keeping the other victory upon the center control. Infantry that's killed by the Propagandacast. Others good to go there. Could consider adding ambush camouflage to them. That could allow them to have that and sort of, you know, surprise Archer. Panful hitting the plumes up north. Need to retreat them soon. There we go. Quick retreat here. But maybe too late in there. Go full wipe then Archer. He's going to need to retreat those penal troopers. Archer is now in fact incredibly short infantry here versus Pineapple. Need to be careful about that. This tanks can grab territory. Lacking infantry can be detrimental to a long-term chance of winning. There you go. Ace Panzer there. Backed up with the Panther, of course, habitated for the penal troops already. Close getting a wipe, and there goes second Panther right here from Pineapple. Snipers on the run there. Oh, sniper on the run. The Uncle's already dead to the Ostwind. And there you go, another penal troop scored down. Archim is now next to infantry. Might be planning T-35, so he still, of course, got a bit of armor, but even that is now, you know, one nice two T-70s. So Pineapple's starting to look like he is the one ascending. He's managed to weather the storm here of Archim and the Red Army, as he launched his own little personal operation Bakrashon against Pineapple here. Machine gun ready to ambush. Cannoneers moving up. Panzers they're hiding about. No ambush on them though. Panzers moving up. They're no ambush on those either. T-5 almost done. The Archim still badly needs infantry to assist his armor. Got a sniper with the troll kills, then he's retreating back. We got IS-2, T-35 and 2 T-70s. Definitely not your average Soviet fight though. I mean, I'm pretty sure Archim is, you know, generally built more T-70s in one match than most people will ever consider building in a match with Islam. I mean, obviously, most Soviet players always build one T-70, but rarely will they build as many T-70s as Archim did in this one match. Stug there for Pineapple. 2 thumbs up there. The right choice. It's now popping off a flare to sort of scout out the positions of Pineapple to assist with the assault. I think he should probably be aware that he probably should attack from another angle rather than trying to push through the center. I mean, if he had a multi lay down smoke screens, he probably could pull it off, but without smoke screens, I feel like this assault is somewhat gonna be a bit hazardous. But it seems like Archim is nonetheless committing to it here for the Red Army. Charging forwards there with the T-70, trying to outmaneuver here and draw fire, possibly using the bait, but Pineapple doesn't take it. The Pack 40s will deal with the mainest part of the assault. TNT's good, of course, trying to flank up behind the Pack 40s. Stu ready. Almost got one of the Pack 40s with its ace level already. T-55 down, just focused on heavily. T's the next target here. Panzer Strikes landing on the rear of the IS-2. Panther 4 joining in here. The assault has very much, I think, fallen apart here for Archim. Just lack momentum and sufficient mass to really pull off for the head-on assault like that. And there you go. Main gun is on the IS-2 heavy tank. T-70 down. And with that, I think Archim is very much dead in the water. He last-ditch effort. But in the end, he could not pull through without infantry or support weapons. So there you go. Hope you got this match. I learned something from it. Certainly an interesting match that, you know, again, shows you can play the sets quite differently. Though, of course, also shows you got to be a bit careful about how you play it in this regard. I feel like Archim's strategy, I think, had too many big jokes. Like, again, it was very aggressive, then suddenly he was very defensive, and then he tried to get aggressive again. By that point, he suffered too much. I think he should have brought in more support weapons, like mortars have been really great here to support his tactics. He was laid on smoke screens, as I'd have been able to, like, you know, negate a lot of Pineapple's fire poachers, allow him to push through more. Then he should have flanked more as the game went on as well. But either way, hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. And thank you all for watching. This is Imperial and seeing you all tomorrow. Cheers.